Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. The return man is Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyreek Hill on the return.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And some room to roam now. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Edger and James, 51 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Morton Anderson.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And 4.
From the 31, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Dante Culpepper is sacked. Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it with Allstott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Seahawks.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Seahawks nothing.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And McCaffrey. 27 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run it with Carson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Tomlinson as running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37.
This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now back to throw. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. It's a 42-yard attempt. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And right side, they're going to go option here. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and the lead now increases to 20-0.
Chargers 20, Seahawks nothing.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Chargers 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
47-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 9.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd down and goal. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 3. On the Seahawks.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. James. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 16, 23 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, brushing off defenders. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
26, Seahawks 7.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Lockett the return. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.